We've got some soccer highlights, Kapp learns another sport, and of course, football playoff discussion next on Varsity Voice presented by SFBN. Catholic League and the team that everybody's talking about. One final thought, let's get a big, bold prediction. Welcome to another edition of Varsity Voice presented by SFBN. I'm your host, Bluestein and Frankie. We're into November now, playoff time right around the corner, and a lot of the teams that are on the fringe of getting in really need to come up big.
Right, a lot of the teams that needed the win came up with the win.
So let's get right into it. We'll start with the SFBN game of the week, North Penn against Neshaminy. Both teams definitely needed a win. Game was at Crawford Stadium. Really good game. Interesting fourth quarter, and North Penn comes up with a 22-17 victory.
Right, this was a Suburban 1 League National Division matchup. For the running game for North Penn, Nafis West had 3 touchdowns. Offensively for Neshaminy, they couldn't really get the ball rolling. Second half of the game, they got a little bit more into the swing of things. It was pretty much down to the wire. Third quarter, fourth quarter, back and forth, but Neshaminy still came up short.
Yeah, really, both teams couldn't get their offense going in the first half. It was 10-3 North Penn going into that crazy fourth quarter. A lot of scoring and a lot of penalty flags as well really made the game interesting. So North Penn, they get the big win, and Penridge, another Suburban 1 team, really needed a win as well. They were playing their rival, Souderton, and anytime those two teams match up, throw out the record books because Souderton really always plays Penridge tough. Tough game. Penridge comes out with the win.
Right, another Suburban 1 League national matchup this week as well. Penridge was scoreless in the first half of the game. As for the second half of the game, they had 24 total minutes possession, which led them to 2 winning touchdowns.
Yeah, Souderton obviously played Penridge close, and that's a big win for Penridge because they have Ben Salem next week, should get a win, and that should be enough to get them into the District 1 for a bracket. But we go to a very defensive game to a straight-up shootout with Council Rock North and Quakertown, and Council Rock North ends up coming up with the much-needed 41-31 victory.
Right, this is a huge offensive game. Brandon McElwain, dual threat quarterback, had 5 rushing touchdowns. Council Rock North had 468 offensive yards. Brandon McElwain had 430 for himself. Now there's a 3-way tie for the Suburban 1 League Continental Division between Council Rock North, Quakertown, and Council Rock South. Yeah,
and of course North plays South next week in a monster rivalry game. And you think about Quakertown, they were undefeated going into this game. Really, I think that they will make the bracket no matter what. They've had a great year, but Council Rock North lost a couple of games early, needed the win, especially going into that big rivalry game next week. Now, going over to the Garden State, the top game for that area, Williamstown and Hamilton. Wow, what a matchup between two teams that have been ranked in the top 5 in the Philadelphia Inquirer South Jersey top 25 at some point this year. Williamstown comes up with the 36-21 win.
Right, this was a huge upset for Williamstown. This was their biggest win of the season. Hamilton, ranked 14th by NJ.com, is coming off a big win from Delsey. Heading into halftime, Hamilton was up 21-15. Second half of the game, Williamstown came back, and Hamilton was unable to hold them off.
Yeah, Hamilton was coming off that big win over Delsey. Maybe a little bit of a hangover here against Williamstown, but there's no doubt that these are two of the top teams in South Jersey. And Frankie, we've been talking football all fall, and when we return, we're going to learn how to play football from one of the best teams in this area. Next on Varsity Voice presented by SFBN.
Hi, I'm Tommy Green, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. When I was in high school, it was very important to me to show scouts what I could do. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you're a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
Bucksmont Indoor Sports Center is the area's largest indoor sports and event center with over 78,000 square feet of playing and expo surface. We offer year-round programs for toddlers to teens, as well as an extensive adult league program in a variety of sports. Celebrate your birthday with an unforgettable party. Choose from Nerf Turf Tag, Bubble Soccer, or a variety of activities for a party everyone will be talking about. Bucksmont is the first and only facility in the area to offer bubble ball soccer. See if you have what it takes to beat the bubble. Visit our facility, conveniently located in Hatfield, PA. For the love of the game, it's Bucksmont Indoor Sports Center.
I got the personal attention I needed, I had a lot of options when I graduated, and as far as I'm concerned, this is my dream job.
Ryder prepared me for my NBA career, and I also got the education that I need for life after basketball.
I had 6 teaching internships while I was at Ryder, and right after graduation, I started a career that I love.
Are you ready for prom? Well, SFBN is. We have partnered up with several local businesses to offer our high school viewers discounts on major prom-related purchases. Clark's Premier Limousine for transportation, the Men's and Boys Store for Tux Rentals, LB's Cuts for men's haircuts, In Good Hands Salon for hair and nails, and Dress Up Time for prom dresses. Go to www.sfbnprom.com to receive your promo code today.
Welcome back. Football is not as simple as just banging heads. So the undefeated Upper Dublin Cardinals teach who else but our own Jack Kapp how to play the game.
I'm Jack Kapp here at Upper Dublin High School, home of the undefeated Cardinals, and we are about to learn how to do the proper techniques of football, of which I know very little. So I'm here with 5 of the players, and we are ready to roll to learn some football techniques.
First, we're going to start out is your grip. You
Okay,
can.
so all right. Look at the size of your hands. Come on, man.
Yeah,
That's not fair.
It's going to be a little difficult for you, but
Go ahead.
laces
Especially
obviously is where you're going to want to position your hands. I don't really need to work out my grip because it's just natural for me
natural.
now. But if you make it down to a science, I go ring finger right in between the last lace, right there.
Here.
Yeah, and then I kind of just let my hand spread out over it and get my pinky to touch, like right on the
there.
edge of there.
Do you have 2 hands on the ball at this point?
Yeah, always keep 2 hands on the ball.
Oh, I did not know that. That's,
Yeah,
that's
well,
interesting.
you're
Why would I know
fumble.
that? Yeah.
Well, we'll get into the throw. From here, you just kind of looking at our targets right there, Jack, so I'm just gonna, all at once, I'm gonna step to him, like a little 6-inch step at him, toes point at him, kind of get the hips open, and at that same time, I'm coming up, like kind of getting the ball back, and over the top and around and coming through, all in like a fluid motion.
There's a lot involved with this.
Yeah,
We're going from receiving the snap to releasing the ball, and we've covered a whole bunch of different little techniques that make you a good quarterback.
yeah, and it all happens in a matter of seconds.
And we're gonna bring it up, get your grip, bring it back with 2 hands, take our step, turn, turn. Okay, go ahead. And then we bring it up, and we fire.
Okay, so when you're running your route, as the ball's being thrown to you, you want to eye the ball up the whole time. The whole time it's coming to you, you just want to eye it up, watch it come into your hands. And what you want to do with your hands is you want to make like a diamond. You want to make a diamond with your hands. And as the ball's coming in, you want to put the tip of the ball right in between. And with the momentum of the ball, it'll just come in, and then you have to secure it. Then you make your next move and run. We'll do a low ball. So if you're gonna pass this low, you wanna touch your pinkies, connect, overlap them, and as the ball comes in, you wanna put your arms together, you wanna pull them up and secure the ball, and then come forward. You always want the ball to be a little ahead of you, because you want your momentum to carry you through the ball.
So I'm gonna deliberately throw it bad.
You wanna turn
Which for me is not that hard.
You wanna turn your hips as fast as you can.
Well done.
You wanna turn your hips and your arms as fast as you can.
Secure, catch,
Catch,
secure,
secure,
make your next football move.
and then make your next move.
Okay. Now sometimes now I catch it in here. That's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah.
We have a quarterback under center. Am I correct? Explain this now.
So our quarterback will be under center, and then the running back at 4 to 5. It varies depending on the play type of running, but my heels will be at 5 yards. The little bit of weight you have forward is going to help you take that first step, and you always want to step towards the hole. You never want to step away from the hole. When you're receiving the handoff, you want to have your left hand, your hand closest to the quarterback, kind of your thumb at your chest, and your outside hand at your waistband to give him a nice big bucket. You got kind of open, right? Yeah, elbows up. But when you carry the ball, you want to have both hands on the ball as you hit the hole until you break into open space.
Don't grab it.
Yeah, you want to let the quarterback give you the ball. You knowing how to read the defense and know the lineman assignments, it really helps with their versatility and like knowing what to do. It overall makes you like just a better back, just knowing everybody's responsibilities.
So much goes into this, and the average fan has no idea.
Yeah.
All the things you guys practice. It's amazing, really.
So the most important thing is probably identifying the play and kind of seeing where the ball is and just getting there. So.
Are you the so-called captain of the defense?
Yeah, I call like the plays and everything, yeah.
Okay, so what is your main objective? As a linebacker, what is your main responsibility, I should say, not objective, responsibility?
Probably just tackle the guy with the ball.
So you're looking for the guy with the ball, more
yeah.
or less, okay?
All right, so tackling technique. You want to get nice and low and have a wide base. And then as you get to the guy, you break down, kind of.
Where's the best place to, in here?
You want to have like your head like right there.
This is a dangerous sport here. That's a tough,
you have a helmet.
That's a tough assignment you got, yeah. But now I'm gonna do it in slow motion, so I'm gonna get in here and bend the knees more.
You kind of roll your hips into it.
Roll my hips into it.
And then just run through them pretty much.
And run through them,
yeah.
Well, a lot of times when people first start kicking, they think they're just gotta use the front of their toe and just trying to get it right in the center and kick it as far as you can.
And of course that is incorrect.
Yes, you got a big bone on the top of your foot, right here. Yeah. It's pretty strong, but it's the strongest bone in your foot. You want to get the sweet spot of the ball, which is about a little bit above the bottom of the ball, probably about right here, and you want to get your bone right on that spot. So I go 3 back,
okay.
And I kind of just look, make sure I'm lined up all good. And I go 2 over.
2 lateral steps.
2 lateral steps over.
Put your feet
and then I'm
in
going to start with my left. It's going to left, right, plant, kick. All right? So right here, left, right, plant, kick.
Look at that. That's beautiful, man. Look at that. Oh, baby.
Hey, you.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Do you like pro sports?
Yeah.
Do you like college sports?
Of course.
Do you like high school sports?
I guess.
Maybe you just don't know much about them.
Hey, voice in the sky.
Huh?
Where can I go to learn more about Philadelphia area high school athletics?
Just watch Varsity Voice every other Wednesday at 6 p.m. on TCN.
Pop Quiz is brought to you by Gear Up, a federally funded program designed to increase the number of students who are prepared to enter and succeed in post-secondary education. Gear Up provides early college awareness and academic support to students beginning no later than 7th grade, following them through high school graduation. For more information, go to www.philasd.org. Welcome back. It's now time for our pop quiz, and our student this week is Geoff Harris of WCHE 1520 AM. Geoff, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I've been wanting to have a Chessmont guy on, so we're going to go Chessmont heavy with these questions. So are you ready to go?
I'm prepared.
All right, it's time for the pop quiz. True or false? A Chessmont team will win the District 1 4A title.
This is going to be true, Ari, and here's why. Downingtown East or Downingtown West is going to win the District 1 4A bracket for a number of reasons. So right now, Power Rankings have 3 out of the 16 teams that make the playoffs in the Chessmont. Number 1 and 2 is Downingtown West and East, and then number 6 is Unionville. I don't see anybody beating Downingtown East or West, but historically, past 2 years, Neshaminy won in 2013, they were ranked 4th, Pennsbury last year at 2, Downingtown East and West at 1 and 2 this year, they're going to take home the title.
I agree. Correct. True. I've been saying it all year that I think a Chessmont team is going to win. Likely Downingtown East, but it could be Downingtown West, which leads me into our second question. Big game coming up. Who will win the Battle of Downingtown on Friday night? A, Downingtown West, B, Downingtown East.
Downingtown East, which is B, and this is why. Carrie Angeline and Saunders Healy, of course, top athletes, 6'7" at Carrie Angeline, 6'4", 180 pounds for Saunders Healy, who's also playing college lacrosse at Towson University next year, which is a Division I program. But this is why they're going to win, and it's because of defense. Over the first 9 games, including the game against Westchester East this past weekend, Downingtown East has given up 85 points defensively, comparatively to Downingtown West, who's given up 160. Downingtown East gives up 9.4 points per game defensively, and that has a huge presence of Carrie Angeline back there as well, returning an interception in this past game against East. But that's why they're going to win this game. Both teams are going to be able to put up some points. East will be able to put up some more, and East's defense will be able to hold West off the field.
I like your rationale, but incorrect. I'm going with A, Downingtown West. I like Tom Mattioni as a dual threat quarterback. Jake Barr, a very good running back. If they can control the clock and keep Carrie Angeline off the field on the offensive side of the ball, I think West can win this game. But it should be a good one, that's for sure. All right, number 3. Fill in the blank this time. The most dangerous potential sleeper in the District 1 4A bracket will be blank.
It's going to be defending champion Pennsbury. And these are the reasons why. Their head coach, Galen Snyder, has been there for years. He's very experienced. They have an experienced quarterback in Mike Alley. He's coming back as well. They won last year. They took down Coatesville, and they're going to be able to return. They're currently at 12th, I believe, in the power rankings heading into Week 8. They're going to be able to bump up in the rankings again and make a little push in the playoffs.
I like that answer as well, but incorrect. I'm going with North Penn. They are undefeated in Suburban 1 play right now. Beat Pennsbury, just coming off a very good win against Neshaminy. We covered that game on SFBN. I'm very impressed with the Knights right now and head coach Dick Beck with some experience as well. So I'm going with North Penn. But let's see if you can bounce back here in question number 4. We'll go back to your wheelhouse. In 2015, Coatesville, last year's number 1 seed in the D1 bracket, will A, not make the D1 4A bracket, B, make it but lose early, C, make it and make a run.
It's B. They're going to make it and they're going to lose early. They won this past week against Bishop Shanahan 22-14 rather, and they're on a run right now. They're 8-3 currently, right about 16-18 in the power rankings before they come out again next week. And I think that they are going to make the playoffs, but they're going to lose early to Downingtown East, Downingtown West. If they do happen to make it, it's going to be at a 15 or 16, which they will then have to play one of these powerhouses in Downingtown.
I agree, correct. I'm going with B as well. Make it but lose early. You're right, they're going to be in that 14 to 16 range, and they're going to have to play East or West, or maybe even Upper Dublin from Suburban 1, so that's not going to be an easy first-round matchup. Okay, so 2 correct, 2 incorrect so far. It comes down to the deciding final 5th question here. But we're going out of your wheelhouse a little bit, going into the city. True or false? Both Archbishop Wood and St. Joseph's Prep will win their state titles and complete the three-peat.
I'm going to say true, and it is a little bit outside of my area of expertise, but they are going to win. Archbishop Wood should have completed 5-peat. Won in 2011, 2013, 14, lost to Cathedral Prep in 2012 by 10. but they're going to win. They're a dominant force right there, and they have the experience to take it and to take the championship. As far as St. Joe's Prep goes, they're going to win as well. 44th nationally ranked, #1 in the state. They're sending a ton of players to college next year. They're going to win again. Both will complete the three-peat. It's true.
I agree. Correct. True. Wood, I've said it all year that I think they'll beat Imhotep in that district championship, which should be a great game. And I really like the way St. Joe Prep is playing right now. So, with getting that final question correct, you have passed our pop quiz. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job. Geoff Harris of WCHE, 1520 AM. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with more here on Varsity Voice, presented by SFBN.
Hi, I'm Marty Bystrom, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. In my experience in Major League Baseball, I know how important it is for high school athletes to gain exposure. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you are a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
Welcome back. This past weekend, I had the chance to check out the girls and boys Catholic League Soccer Championship games.
I'm here with Coach Haney and star player Jules Blank. Coach, congratulations. This is your 4th consecutive win. Tell me what it's like for you.
Very exciting. I'm proud of the girls. They worked hard and they came together at the end to put it all together and get a W. It's very exciting. We found out yesterday that today's championship for the girls is the 13th in history, which ties us with our boys' side, which is pretty impressive. So very excited for the girls.
And Jules, as a senior, tied up at home, what was that like for you?
It's amazing. I don't know. I started here on Halloween, first PCL, and then to finish here against Lansdale. Surreal. I don't know.
And Coach, what do you think the key moment of the game was to get the ball rolling?
I mean, we started out real quick, 3 minutes in. I mean, before the game, we're warming Jules up. Her knee's a little bummed up. She's warming up, so we're not sure she's going to be able to go. And then she gets a ball breaking the box, and boom, she buries it. So once you get a goal on Lansdale and you start getting moving with it, it kind of grew from there. And not just Lansdale, but anytime our team goes up one, we are able to get the second one. It's usually over from there.
And Jules, you have districts next week and a possible state championship appearance. What would that mean for you to rack up a little more titles?
Just the goal. I mean, that's all we, besides PCL, that's all we thought about all year. After last year, you just gotta, I think we're more mature this year, especially with the 11 seniors or 10 seniors. I think we have a shot.
Okay, well, congratulations again, and thank you. I'm here with goalie Mark Tobin and Coach Ray. Mark, let's talk about the physicality of this game. You played a long, hard-fought game. What was it like for you?
It was awesome. The atmosphere, the play of the game was excellent. I wouldn't want to win any other way. I would, if we could play every game like this. That's how I would take it.
And now you're making your return to the district championship. Coach, what's that like for you?
It's going to be the first time for us at Roman visiting this game, and it's going to be exciting to be able to play the public league champion for the right to go to states.
And Mark, as a senior, what does this season mean for you?
This meant everything. I wanted to win so bad from last year when we lost. I made a point that we weren't going to lose.
Thank you, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
Before we go, Frankie, let's do some rapid fire predictions. You ready?
Let's go.
Downingtown West, Downingtown East.
East.
I have West. Neshaminy, Pennsbury.
Pennsbury.
I have Pennsbury as well. Council Rock North, Council Rock South.
Council Rock North.
I'm going with South. I think they're the better team, but I guess we'll see what happens. Those are 3 great games. Well, Frankie, thank you very much for being on with us today.
Thank you for having me again, Ari.
That about wraps things up for this edition of Varsity Voice presented by SFBN. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Have a good night. I think those 3 games really
Select video equipment for Varsity Voice has been provided by DMP Video. DMP Video. You provide the moment, we'll capture the memories. For more information about our videography services, please go to our website at www.dmpvid.com.
The Sports Fan Base Network, this area's leader in high school sports broadcasting, is continually bringing you the most in-depth coverage. Join us for Varsity Voice every other Wednesday at 6 p.m. on TCN, where we'll have interviews with players, coaches, writers, and more, plus analysis, highlights, and in-depth features on major topics in the Delaware Valley high school sports community. Tune in every other Wednesday at 6 p.m. on TCN for the best high school sports show around, Varsity Voice, presented by SFBN.